Hey guys, welcome to another guitar tutorial or guitar episode on AySam Guitar TV. Today the main focus is on learning how to play Some Things by Mali Koa. Let's get started. So the first thing is we need our capo on the 3rd fret. So let's do that right away. Now, this song is in the key of F, which means we are going to be dealing with a lot of bar chords. But because we don't want bar chords, we want to be able to play the song as with simpler chords. So the capo is on the 3rd fret, and that will enable us play in the key of F. But the way we play it is with the D feel. That is, we are playing in the key of D, but the sound that is giving us is in the key of F. So the intro and the verse are the same thing. So let's check that out. For that, we have D, which is 1st finger, 3rd string, 2nd finger, 1st string, and then 3rd finger, 2nd string. So D chord. The next chord is G, which is 3rd finger. We have it on the 6th string. We have the 2nd finger on the 5th string, and then the pinky on the 1st string. So our G chord. The next chord is our B minor chord. Now for this B minor chord, I'm barring the 2nd fret. This is the 1st fret, 2nd fret. I'm barring the 2nd fret, my 1st finger, and then I have this 2nd finger on the 2nd string, 3rd finger on the 4th string, and then the pinky on the 3rd string. And then the last chord is our A chord. And what I'm doing is I'm simply using my 1st finger to bar the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. So I have this. If you don't want to play your A chord like this, you can play it this way, which is using your first 3 fingers on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. So we have that. These are basically the chords for the entire song. So let's check out the rhythm. For the intro and the verse, they are the same thing, like I said. So we have D. Then we play the E notes open. Again, we have our D chord. The E notes open before playing our G chord. So that gives it the sound on the record. Then we move to the next chord, which is B minor. So after playing the B minor chord, we play the root notes of the chord, which is this note. So that will be the reading for the intro and the verse. So in context, we have the intro now. Then we move to the verse. This progression that we just used for the intro is repeated in the verse twice. So we have for the 2nd time now. So that's our verse. Then we move to the pre-chorus. The pre-chorus is B minor to A to G, to A, to B minor, to A, to G. That's our pre-chorus, the first pre-chorus. So the reading for that is exactly the same thing that we've been doing before. So we go B minor, then we play the root note and move to the A chord. Play the root note of the A chord, move to the G chord. Play the root note of the G chord, move to the A chord. Play the root note of the A chord, and so on and so forth. So we have B minor, root note A, root note G, root note A, root note B minor, root note A, root note G. So in context we have that's our pre-chorus. Then the chorus now is the same thing that we have played in the verse and the intro, but the progression is repeated 3 times. In the verse the progression was repeated twice. In the chorus the progression is going to be repeated 3 times. So we have D, B minor, so that's your chorus, but repeated 3 times. Then we have the second pre-chorus. Now the only difference between the second pre-chorus and the first pre-chorus is you end the second pre-chorus with your A. So in the first pre-chorus the progression was B minor to A, to G, to A, to B minor, to A, to G. That was the first pre-chorus. Now in the second pre-chorus, after your G, you end it with your A. Right? So for some context, that's the part that goes. So that's the second pre-chorus. You end on your A, while your first pre-chorus you stop at your G. Then you have the bridge. The bridge is just the same thing as your pre-chorus. So when you get to the bridge section, just play exactly the chord progression you have in your first pre-chorus. That is B minor to A, to G, to A, to B minor, to A, to G. So that will be your bridge, which is the same thing as your pre-chorus. So that's that. Then we have the last chorus. Now your last chorus is different from the other choruses that you've been playing. That is your first chorus and your second chorus. Your last chorus, instead of repeating the chord progression 3 times, unlike your previous choruses, you repeat the progression twice and then you end on the D. Right? So for your last chorus, we have D, we have G, we have B minor, we have A, again D, G, B minor, A. Now we have just repeated the progression twice. So we end on the D after that. instead of repeating the third time around. So for some context, we have that's the part that goes, nothing that will change, nothing to understand. The way I feel about you, you never goes away. Nothing to understand, nothing that will change. The way I feel about you, it never goes away. It never goes away. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this guitar tutorial for Some Things by Mali Koa. If you found this video useful, as always, consider subscribing to the channel, and while you are doing that, make sure you click the notification bell so you're always notified whenever a new video is posted. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.